Hi guys, and welcome to Shelly's Homemade. And today we are going to be making ribs, guys. Ribs, yes, ribs. We're going to be making some ribs. So I have two slabs of ribs in my sink. Yes, I just cleaned them. They're just soaking in cold water right now. So I cleaned them with a little lemon juice and a little salt, but it's fine. Okay, so we have apple juice. That's for to coat the bottom of my pan. I already have my prepared pan here. I have a half a cup of brown sugar, a tablespoon and a half of salt, and this is pink Mahallian salt. I have a tablespoon and a half of seasoning oil. I have a tablespoon and a half of pepper. I have 2 tablespoons of garlic, a tablespoon and a half of onion powder. So we're going to get this mixed in. And this is going to make our rub with my ribs. So we're going to add the sugar first. And we're going to add the seasoning on. I mean, no particular order. You can just add it however you want. My onion powder. This is my salt. My pepper. My garlic powder. So, get this all mixed in. And just like this, all mixed in. And this makes an absolute delicious rub. Now, if you want it spicy, you can add cayenne pepper to this. But I don't want spicy, so I'm not going to be doing that today. So it's all mixed in. So let's get rid of this stuff. I'm going to move my apple juice. We're going to move the rub. I'm going to lay down some paper towel. Just like that. Alright, I'm going to take my ribs that's been soaking out of the sink, and I'm going to put it on here, like so, paper towel, and dry it off. And see this right here, this skin, guys, right here. I don't want to stay down. So we're going to remove this silver part. My hands are wet. I usually use a paper towel. Let's see if I can pull it off. Okay. So I'm going to put the video, well, I'm just going to grab a piece of paper towel, guys. Alright, so I've got an extra piece of paper towel. I am going to grab the skin, although the silver skin. Why does want to give me the blues and not come off? Alright guys, hold on, I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I'm back, and I loosened the skin from another side. Now I'll take my paper towel. See if I can pull it up. It's just being stubborn. Stubborn. Child. Stubborn. I don't know, come off. It's usually a lot easier sometimes. I guess it's depending on the rib. I'm taking that stuff off. We don't want to eat that. Alright. So, I mean, You can trim all of this off, but we're gonna eat that. Like, you can take your knife and trim this fat off. Now I do that. You don't want that. Get rid of that. That's no good. And this. So all of this fat, all of this undesirable, you know, we're gonna get rid of that. Now, if I wanted to, I would probably, you know, trim all of this off. But this good meat, we're just gonna eat that. And I know that you can use that for riblets or whatever. But, you know, I usually just try to trim the meat up where it's less fat. And we're not trying to digest that. And my oven is heating at 410 degrees. Preheated. It was letting me know it was together and ready. So I had pulled a lot of this off. It's nasty stuff. So let's get with the rub. Get this out of the way. Pull this down. And we're gonna rub the back part first. It's a dry rub. And get it all on there. Just like so. Like that. And just get your hand in there. And don't be afraid to touch your meat. You want to get your hand in there so you can make sure you get all the underbellies and all that stuff. So this is a country rib. Country rib. You can put mustard on here beforehand and it'll adhere a little better, but not for me. That's not what I want. So I didn't want the mustard. I mean, the mustard doesn't give it much flavor, and I use mustard in for my pork butt when I'm getting ready to make pulled pork or something like that. And you get it in there, and you want to coat the whole thing because you want the flavor in here. Every bite of this succulent rib, honey. Succulent rib. There's some light on in my kitchen. I can see it a little bit better. Look how beautiful that thing is. Alright. So, I'm gonna let this one sit. I'm gonna get my other rib cleaned up, just like I did this one. And I'm gonna get it, and then I'm gonna show you what to do next. Okay, so I am back, and you see the ribs set and soaked in the rub for about 15 minutes. So now I'm going to add my apple juice to this mix, just like this. And I'm not going to pour it over top. What I wanted to do is just to help cook and add flavor to the bottom of my. So that's about a half a cup to a cup of apple juice, and then we're going to put aluminum foil over the ribs, and let the steam help cook the ribs all the way.
Your feedback is saved.
Alexa just scared the crap out of me, guys. I'm going to put aluminum foil over top to help this steam. While it's steaming, it's going to help cook the ribs all the way through. And when it's halfway done, when it's mostly done, I'm going to take the foil off. It's going to give it a nice crust, a nice good cook, like it was, well, not exactly cooked on but it's going to be good. I'm going to show you. Alexa just scared me. I just lost my chain of thought or whatever. I just knew I was in this kitchen by myself, and Alexa just started talking. It's okay, guys. I'm calm, cool, and collected. I got this. Okay, so I'm wrapping this in aluminum foil. I'm gonna get this into my 410 degree oven. So this, I'm gonna let it cook covered for about an hour and a half. Then I'm gonna take it off and let it cook for 45 minutes uncovered. Then I'm gonna add barbecue sauce, and then it's gonna cook for another 30 minutes. But I'm gonna show you the process as I go along, guys. So I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I am back, and I'm getting ready to pull this off so it can cook without the aluminum foil for another 45 minutes. And look at it already. Look at it already, guys. Looks so delicious, so beautiful. It smells even better than it looks. The bone has already started to come out. These ribs are going to be extremely tender. Like I said, I'm going to walk you through the whole process of the ribs in the oven, being baked in the oven. They already started to get some crispy brownness around the ridges of the ribs. So in my pot, I guess you're wondering what's in my pot. So in my pot, I have collard greens in my pot, and I've done a video on collard greens, so I didn't need to like add that into the video. So go check out my collard greens. I did one fresh and for frozen. So check that video out. Okay, so back to the ribs. Look how tender these are, and the ones on the bottom is even like that. So what we're going to do now is get this back into the oven, guys, for another 45 minutes to get all that crispy brownness on the rib. Okay? And then when I come back, we're going to add barbecue sauce to the ribs. So once we get the barbecue sauce onto the ribs, and then I'm going to come back after the barbecue sauce has seeped down into the rib and just got all beautiful and soaked in and everything, then it'll be the finished product. So guys, let's get this back in the oven, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I am back. It's time to put our barbecue sauce on our ribs. So today, I'm going to be using Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. Alright? And we don't want to put too much because we don't want to overpower the rib. So, got my brush. We're going to brush it. And we're only going to put it on top of the rib. Alright. So now, let's take this hand, lift this rib, and squirt barbecue sauce down on this one. Now, because these are large spare ribs, large country spare ribs, it takes like 3 to 4 hours to cook these properly. So another 35 minutes. These things will be ready to go. Cut, eat, and falling off the bone good, honey. Alright, I'm going to put it in the oven for another 35 minutes. And I'll be back. Okay, so I am back. And I'm going to show you these ribs. They are, I don't really have to do much. They're just falling off the bone just like that. Look at that. Look at that. Easy to cut through. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Alright. Look at those ribs. Absolutely delicious ribs. Oh my goodness. They too hot for me to taste, guys. But I'm telling you, I know because I make these all the time. Absolutely delicious. So like, share, and subscribe. And tell me what y'all think in the comment section about how I made these ribs. And as always, guys, have a great day.